Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you're just surviving? Like you wake up tired, go through the same routine, handle stress after stress, and at the end of the day, you're left with nothing but exhaustion. Not progress, not peace, just survival. Bills, responsibilities, expectations, pressure from family, pressure from society, pressure from yourself. And somewhere deep inside, there's a voice that keeps asking, is this it? Is this my life? Why does it feel like I'm running but not moving forward? If you've ever felt this, then listen carefully, because today something changes. A shift from survival to growth. Survival mode is not laziness. It's not weakness. It's a state. A mental state where your brain is focused on one thing only, staying safe. When you're in survival mode, you avoid risks, you overthink, you delay decisions, you choose comfort over growth, because your brain believes danger is everywhere. And here's the truth most people don't realize. Survival mode is not created by reality. It's created by constant stress, financial stress, emotional stress, uncertainty, pressure. When stress is high, your brain releases cortisol, and cortisol shuts down your ability to think big. You stop dreaming, you stop creating, you stop building, you start reacting. You become someone who is constantly putting out fires instead of building something meaningful. And the most dangerous part, it starts to feel normal. You wake up, work, scroll, stress, sleep, repeat. And slowly your life becomes maintenance, not creation. You're not building a future, you're just handling the present. Ask yourself honestly, are you building your life or just managing it? That question alone can change everything, because the moment you realize what state you're in, you gain control. You stop blaming yourself, and you start understanding your situation. Growth mode is different, completely different. It's not about working more hours, it's about thinking differently. In growth mode, you take calculated risks. You think long-term. You invest in yourself. You build systems. You focus on progress, not just survival. You stop asking, how do I get through today? And you start asking, how do I create a better tomorrow? But here's something important. You cannot think big if you feel unsafe. So the first step is not hustle, it's stability. Even a small amount of financial security changes your thinking. When you know you have some backup, your mind relaxes, stress reduces, clarity increases. You start thinking better. You start making smarter decisions. You start seeing opportunities. This is why creating breathing space in your life is powerful. Not luxury, not excess, just enough stability to think clearly. Now comes the most important shift, your identity. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your identity. If you see yourself as someone who is just trying to survive, then every action will reflect that. But if you start seeing yourself as someone who is building something, everything changes. Your habits, your decisions, your priorities. Identity is not what you say once, it's what you repeat daily. Most people believe success comes from working harder, but that's not true. Working endlessly without direction is still survival. Growth comes from systems, simple, repeatable, focused systems. Instead of doing random work, you create structure. Instead of depending on motivation, you create routines. Instead of pushing endlessly, you work with clarity. Because systems reduce chaos, and when chaos is low, your mind becomes powerful. There is also something else that stops growth: ego. The belief that you already know enough, the resistance to learning, the fear of looking foolish. But real growth starts when you accept you don't know everything, and that's okay. When your mind becomes open, you start learning faster, you improve faster, you grow faster.
Another trap that keeps people stuck is the need to show success. Buying things to look successful, spending to impress, living beyond your means. This creates pressure, and pressure keeps you in survival mode, because now you don't have freedom, you have obligations. Growth is not about showing, it's about building. It's about creating something real, something sustainable, something that gives you freedom. And you don't need a massive change to start. You just need small improvements, one step at a time, 1% better every day. Because small actions repeated consistently create big results. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to move forward. So start simple, reduce unnecessary chaos in your life, create some stability, learn something valuable, build a daily system, track your progress, and most importantly, be patient. Because this is not a quick fix, this is a transformation. And transformations take time. But every step you take moves you closer to a different life, a life where you are not just surviving, but growing. Remember this clearly. You are not behind. You are not stuck. You are not incapable. You are just in a phase where your mind learned to survive. But now it's time to teach it to grow. And growth starts with one decision, to stop playing defense and start building your future. Slowly, consistently, powerfully. Keep going, keep building, keep growing.